Welcome to D16. Today we have a very impressive home because this is close to about 10,000 square feet of build up over 3 levels. I'm standing in a plot that almost can qualify as a detached home because this is 5,110 square feet of freehold land plot size. Welcome to Bedok. We're heading into this very unique home because this can potentially be one shot for you buying 2 landed properties on one piece of land. Let's go. Alright, so only once in a while do you get a chance to look at this type of landed properties because when this corner terrace was being procured by our current owner, what they have done is that they want to conceptualize how can this home be separated into 2 separate landed homes. In the Western world, they call this like an in and an out house kind of concept. Later, I'm going to give you like 3 different options on how you can calibrate this home if you have like a multi-gen family needs. The very first option is that if you love to have a home sitting on a huge plot of land, more than 5,000 square feet, this will be definitely very suitable for you because just have a peek from this airwell here, you can already see that 2 landed properties sprouting out that's been connected by a center core stairway as well as a pool that's about 8 over meters by 2 over meters with a 1 meters depth. Now the total build up is about 9,500 plus square feet. For a detached home to be qualified, it needs to be at least 4,300 plus square feet. Sitting on this land plot, you can easily just tell your friends you are owning as good as a detached property. It's just that it's a corner terrace plot status. Well, in D16, this is a shy at about 600 meters from the Tanah Merah MRT Station. It's going to be an interlink station linking towards Changi Airport. Tanah Merah MRT Station is going to be an intersection with an interchange that's linking towards the Thomson East Coast Line. That's going to bring about an enormous amount of convenience for you and your family. If you want to head down towards Marina Bay as well as Orchard, let me talk about the concept first because I think what's very interesting about this home is not just the fact that you can own one mega home, is that you can actually segregate it into 2 separate landed properties. So option A, if let's say you're thinking about buying a home together with one of your siblings, or maybe you want to buy with your parents, you want to live together. However, you don't mind that everybody will share like a central core staircase, but you do want to have a certain level of convenience even though there's already 9 plus 1 bedrooms here, out of which 8 of them are ensuite. What you can do is that just right behind this staircase, you can install a lift. Nowadays, a lot of clients that come to look at our landed properties, they all ask us, hey Melvin, how much does it cost to really reinstate back because they don't really need a pool at home? If you want to cover up this pool of this rough dimension, that's going to be at about $25,000 plus minus. Of course, if you come for the viewing with Wayne and Charlene, they're going to advise you in detail. But this exact locale will suit a very huge lift that will bring you all the way up from level 1 towards level 2 and 3. You can decide whether you want to have a dual entrance lift because you can have an entrance on the left hand side or the right hand side. Both are sliding panel doors that can be easily amended. Now take note, nowadays the lift will cost roughly at about 120 to 150,000 depending on the brand that you're going for. Add in all the A&A costing plus application, that will bring you to about $200,000 to $250,000 max for one lift. Now option A is fantastic. If let's say the entire family just wants to have 2 separate wings, but it's okay to share a lift as well as a stairway cord. Interesting concept is that this is already pre-done according to this kind of segregation. So each wing have its own kitchen and a nice balance of the amount of bedrooms towards level 2 and 3. So I'm going to call the right hand side wing being house A, left hand side wing being house B. So I'm standing in house B right now. House B itself has its own kitchen, it has its own backyard, it has its own back door as well. And as you come towards the front, house B is being flush with close to 9 panels of sliding panel doors. As you can see outward, this is extremely convenient to hit towards the main Tanah Merah Road, but we're not fronting towards the main road. We're located along Bedok, which is a quiet facing, but it's not too deep into the enclave. This is the size of a hall. plus your dining zone. I'm going to get our 3D team to flush in. This is a suitable position where you can flush your entire dining table. So this can easily go up to about 8-seater. This will be where the plug points are all. Here, it can be basically up to an 85-inch TV on this particular wall line. So the ceiling height is pretty impressive. It's at about 3.9 meters, which is definitely roomy enough for you to put in like a false ceiling. You want to put in like a beautiful chandelier. You want to put in like multiple ceiling fans. That's definitely doable. And that's where your L-shaped couch or U-shaped couch can be located. So as we head in, huge granny room. In fact, I would call this like easily a master room. It's so nicely littered up. There's also a very interesting plot locale in the sense you have two beautiful sites that are unblocked. So most of the time, let's say if you're hunting for corner terrace, sometimes your corner terrace is not a true corner terrace because maybe just right beside your wall line, that is another corner terrace or a semi-deep. But this is what we call a true blue corner terrace because just right beside us, there's no more houses here. So that's why you have like a beautiful 180 degrees bandwidth of unblocked view. The granny room being here, it already had 3 panels of wardrobe. The ensuite bath, fantastic in terms of size. So I think in terms of placement of furniture, there's so much more flexibility. And once you come here, this is where the helper's room is being located. You also have a common bathroom over here. House number A basically have quite a long living, dining and open kitchen kind of concept. You also have another wet kitchen towards the back as well as a backyard for your laundry space, washer cum dryer and a common bathroom. Importantly, this is a straight through layout. It gives you a good vantage point of your car porch. If you were to have a look at the car porch, this is currently sizable for 3 cars. Now take note, if you don't need that garden space towards my right hand side, that can be flattened out. You can put in 1 more car right there so you can occupy up to 4 of your cars. Alternatively, just right outside towards the end, that's where the cow design is being located. So cow design means that you have 2 benefits. The first benefit, there is already a no through road towards the end. And that means that not many cars will drive past your landed property. Second benefit is that if you have more than 4 cars and you want to park more, usually at the cow design corner, you can park more cars towards the end. So if we were to flip around, let me bring you through towards open kitchen. You have your own enclosed kitchen as well as your backyard that links towards the back garden. There's also a dedicated helper's room, common bath, and this corner here will then lead you towards your household shelter. So let me talk a little bit about option B. Let's say you want to own this property, but you don't want to waste the name to buy 2 landed. And let's say you and your family decided, or maybe example you plus your parents or you plus your brother or sister, and you're thinking that how can we maximize our property investment using individual names? Own this landed property in 1 name, and then we use other family members' names to own multiple properties and buy maybe another 1 to 2 condominiums to rent it out. And everybody can live under the same roof, but we don't have to waste 2 names. This is going to be fabulous because option B is if you want to do that concept but you want more privacy. And I'm going to give you that privacy. Firstly, we're sealing up this particular entry point. So once you seal up here, it's very clear that from the main door you enter into house number A, and then from this portion here, this will be the entrance towards your house number B. Of course, if you want to recreate this into another 2 timber door that push inwards or outwards, that's up to you. But if you want to leave it as a sliding panel door, that's doable. But importantly, everybody can come in with the same car porch, but you have your own privacy towards house A and B. The beauty is that once we head up here, I'm going to give you the option to build 2 lifts. And we have already checked with Jake, our chartered surveyor, who always helps us with the landed walkthroughs to look at what are the possibilities for every landed property. The first lift will be the lift at the original location that serves level 1, 2 and 3. Now the second lift is a little bit more unique because that will be towards the back of the pool area, linking you up towards the level 2 landing just right over there. We are going to have an opening on that wall there at the yard area, and that will allow you to enter into the lift area. Or alternatively, the lift can have a dual entrance from the back as well, but you will definitely land towards level 2. And then let's head up to level 2 and see how this is being done. If you want total privacy, house A will have 5 bedrooms and full access of level 3. Now house number B will only have access to level 1 and 2. Basically, house number B will have a sealed up portion over here. So from here, this will be a wall line that will be fully sealed up. And let's talk about house B first. Now I'm going to create that 3D lift shaft for you because the lift will be over here. So this is where the lift will be. Now, once the lift comes up to level 2, you enter into this common area, which is going to be your family room for house B. And that entrance over there, you can leave it locked, you can leave it sealed up if you want to, because that's towards house number A. Come back from a lift to level 2, family zone on level 2, you walk out, you have your common bath, junior master or your main master with his own ensuite, 2-door panel behind the wall, and this can be like another common area for you to have like a kids play zone, or maybe just throw in some couches, maybe put in a piano over here. You have this common bedroom as well. In totality, you have 2 bedrooms. Recreate that room to be a family zone, and this is going to be your 3rd bedroom. So let's seal up this wall and let's make this bedroom number 3 with the entrance over here. So we're gonna have 3 full-size bedrooms on level 2, and you have 1 huge master on level 1. That will give house B 4 proper bedrooms. Now, alternatively, a lot of things can be flexible. It is not necessary for you to seal up like a dead wall over here. You can always construct like a sliding panel with a lock, and that will give you so much more flexibility, because if you want to access from a stairway, that's fine. Most importantly is you want privacy and you want flexibility. So you can always have like a sliding panel that links you back towards house A. So let's talk about home A. If you own home number A, you have your dedicated lift shaft plus your stairway landing. The lift is going to allow you to exit from this direction, and that will link you towards all your bedrooms here, which is fabulous because the room sizes for house number A is pretty fantastic. Ensuite number 1 is a longish kind of shape, but let's throw in all our visualizations here for you to visualize. The bed head direction is going to be here. That entire wall line will be for your study desk, and of course right across me is where your TV console, TV will be located. You already have a 2-door panel wardrobe, and then as we go over to the other side is a mirror image. This is the other bedroom for house number A, ensuite as well. And if you notice, flooring for all the bedrooms will be parquet. You can re-varnish them. You also have another storage zone here, which I would recommend that you make this into like a pantry area. So this can be an area for you to have a water dispenser, a small little pantry. And your master room with its own walk-in wardrobe, external balcony which is very good size. That can be like a place for alfresco. You also have your own ensuite right towards this direction, which is huge because this comes with a long bath, extreme in terms of size, standing shower space as well. Plus the walk-in wardrobe feature allows you to have 2 sliding panels that can seal up. So as we walk towards level 3, we have to talk a little bit more about the pricing. This is going for 8.35 million. Now, when you look at 8.35 million vis-a-vis the land, 5110 square feet, that will bring us to 1634 per square foot for a freehold plot. When you look at some of the inter-terraces, they are already in the $2,000 over dollars per square foot range. Some of the smaller semi-Ds, there's about 2,000 or 3,000 square feet, they are also in the range of 2,000 plus PSF. But of course, quantum always spreads across varying land sizes. The bigger the land size, the lower the PSF. And this is fantastic if, let's say, you want to own a land plot that is huge on the lower PSF front, but at the same time, you also want massive build-up, which means that your build-up PSF is only about $800 over dollars per square foot, which is easily cheaper than any condominium strata build-up PSF, which is now trading in the resale market for D16 at about $1,600 to $1,800 PSF. New launches, easily, we're talking about $2,500 per square foot. So at $800 over dollars PSF for a massive build-up at about 9,006 square feet, this is going to be very worth it for a family for legacy purposes. How about in comparison to some of the newer semi-Ds that's around the area in D16? The land plot is smaller because from a developer's business model point of view, they're going to secure like a detached plot first, and then they'll apply for subdivision, and usually they'll split it into 2 semi-Ds. Now, most of the time you start to see brand new semi-Ds that start from 2,152 square feet per plot, because the minimum subdivision rule is to have 200 square meters per plot. But by and large, developers will try to build as much as they can, all the way up to 7,000 plus square feet or maybe 8,000 square feet. However, the key difference will be the amount of land depth and width that you have. And at the same time, when you look at certain level of build-up area, it might not be as much as this particular build-up. Some of the brand new semi-Ds, they might be asking for about $8 over million. And the key difference will be comparing the land size that you're getting. So let me just bring out 2 imagery for you. The first one, you get this land at 5110 square feet. It's already a huge land, 8.35 million. You get a brand new semi-D, 3,005 square feet. It is still shy of 1,006 square feet of land. Maybe you can get this plot at about 8.5 million for brand new structure, but the most important thing is that structures will age over the years. And the important thing left is that the land size cannot be changed because the land size is inherent. It is the DNA of the plot itself. So if you're somebody that's hunting for a huge land right from the start, then I think this is going to be very, very suitable. I'm in level 3, house B. Level 3 has 2 bedrooms each on each wing. It has its own ensuite, central dividing wall for you to mount your television, walk-in wardrobe. This space is great for a dressing table and study. You have your own walkout patio space. As we come towards this direction, this is where your lift entrance will be. And then as you walk towards here, another massive bedroom, which I will easily ask you to use level 3 for both mega master bedrooms. So this is so big that I think I will just leave it up to your imagination. But when you come to PLB Home Tours, I will definitely help you to visualize. Firstly, the central dividing cabinet system right in the middle. You have your bed head here. That's where your television is going to be. So you can utilize this to be like a study dressing table. You already have like a walk-in wardrobe system over here. Alternatively, if this is too small for you, then what you can do is that you can utilize this entire L corner to be an additional wardrobe space. And that can be your bed head with 2 side tables. And of course, if you want to flush center portion as a study desk, that's still doable. So you have your own ensuite. And in fact, the room is so huge that it needs 2 ACs. This entire home is using the VRV aircon system, which is like commercial grade aircon, and it's going to be really powerful. So you don't have to worry about the BTU capabilities of the AC. The ensuite comes with its long bath, also have its own standing shower, Gerberit WC system. And I think the beauty is that you have a good balance of indoor and outdoor space. And just have a look at the openness from here, and you can easily see where the glaze is. Just right behind the glaze, that's where Tanah Merah MRT Station is going to be. So take note, there's also going to be a new project called Sinica that is going to be upcoming and completed in the next perhaps 1 to 2 years. That's going to be a mixed development with residential properties right on top and retail shops right at the bottom. Once you come back from the MRT station, you can of course shop around first and have your meals, F&B, cafes, or hit there for breakfast, and it's going to add a lot more convenience to this entire landed enclave. Now take note, this landed enclave is a 2.5-storey landed enclave. When you are looking for landed properties, you usually want to see, is it a mixed D, 3.5 or 2.5? But when it comes to 2.5-storey, sometimes people want to hunt for properties with basement, or they want to rebuild properties with their own basement. But this home, because of its sheer size of close to 10,000 square feet, you technically don't need to do that. You already have 9+1 bedroom with 8 en-suites, and I think it's more than enough for your entire family. Option number 3 is that, let's say you don't need to have 2 lifts, but you still want privacy for house number B. What you can do is that at the back of the house, you can build another stairway up towards level 2. If you really want to have like 2 separate stairway up to each level for each family. So let's come back, we're gonna head down. Oh, there's still this like special space. Wow. Okay, so that can be like a special storeroom. And of course, maybe you'll be asking me, hey, Melvin, can I cover up this entire portion? Yes, definitely you can. You can cover up with a transparent material, overlay the entire pool pit. You can transform this pit into like a nice green wall garden. You can do your plants there, you can plant a tree there if you want to. You can flush the entire wall to green wall effect, and I think the central garden in your home is going to look extremely beautiful. Last but not least, when you key into Property Guru and hunt for listings that are above 5,000 square feet, freehold in nature, but below $9 million, it's almost very hard to find listings in the market now, especially in the east, in D16 zone. And coupled with the fact that it's walkable to MRT station, I think this is going to be a fantastic landed home for you and your family. Now, if you want to have a look at this place, give a call to Charlene and Wayne. Of course, take note of all our different channels of PropertyLimBrothers. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Importantly, our PRB Insights is where we review new launches. NOTG is where we talk about market trends. And last but not least, head on to PropertyLimBrothers.com for all the free prop tech tools and calculators for your investment needs. Once again, I hope to see you on the next landed home tour. Meantime, take care. 还有一个 interchange， 帮我 check 一下。Live customer service support, live research team. You also have 派他们，等一下面。 I got 2 kids there. Sinaka. Eh, Sinaka 还是 Sikana? Charlene. Sinaka.